A simple sensor could be the only thing standing between you and a cool, comfortable ride during your summer commute. If you see the code P0533, it indicates that the IC refrigerant pressure sensor circuit has a high voltage signal that the computer did not expect. This sensor is a pressure transducer, which is just a fancy way of saying it turns the physical pressure of the Freon into an electrical signal the car can understand. It usually has 3 wires, which include a 5-volt reference, a signal wire, and a ground wire. The body control module, or the climate control computer, watches this signal to decide when it is safe to turn on the IC compressor. If the pressure gets too high or the sensor fails, the system will shut down to prevent the lines from bursting or damaging the compressor. You might notice the air coming from the vents is not cold at all, or the air conditioning only works sometimes. This code can be caused by a bad sensor blockage in the lines, or even just being overcharged with too much refrigerant. Wiring issues are also very common, since these sensors sit right in the engine bay where they are exposed to heat and moving parts. I have seen many cases where a loose belt or a vibrating hose rubbed right through the sensor wires. To diagnose this, you can use a high-end scan tool to see what pressure the computer thinks is in the system. If you have a set of manifold gauges, you can check the actual mechanical pressure and compare it to the digital reading. If the gauges show normal pressure, but the computer thinks it is way too high, you know the sensor or the wiring is the problem. You need to be extremely careful because you're dealing with pressurized gas that can be dangerous if it escapes. If you do not have experience with refrigerant systems and do not have the proper recovery equipment, you should take your car to a certified shop. Handling refrigerant is not just a safety hazard, but it is also regulated. So let a professional technician deal with the actual pressure testing and parts replacement.